Hello, welcome to today's video. This is part 2 of the intro to the ukulele, or the ukulele, however you'd like to pronounce it. So we are now going to be reading from our book. We are starting on page 11. Let's review the string note names of our uke, starting from 4, 3, 2, 1. These are good, cows, eat, always. G, C, E, A, E, C, G. Once again, G, G, C, E, A, E, C, G. Please make sure that you review that as many times as possible so that you remember those names. As I refer to the strings, I'm going to refer to them by their note name. String G, string C, string E, or string A. Please remember. Okay, let's go ahead now and talk about page number 11. On page 11, as you can see, it's teaching us a little bit about tablature. So let's go ahead and talk a little bit about that now. So here we are on page number 13 of the book. Excuse me, not page 13, but page 11. And we're talking about reading tablature. So let's go ahead and take a look at a little bit. This is page here. On the beginning, we see that we have a little diagram of the neck of the ukulele. And I suppose it can be read going this way. It should be facing us, is what it's facing. So when we see that the strings are facing us, string 1 is going to be here on the top, or string A, E, C, G. So when we see it, we see that the bottom string right here, let me go ahead and show you with my little pointer. Okay, so here is strings 4, 3, 2, 1. And you can see the note names already here in the edge, G, C, E, A. Okay, the way that works is a number will be placed on top of a string. That number refers to the number of frets. And let's go ahead and take a look. We have here on string A, which is this top number 1, fret number 5. So let's go ahead and find fret number 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, indicated with the little dot right there. This is fret number 5. It says here, first string, also known as A, fret 5, 4th finger. 1, 2, 3, 4, the pinky. Go ahead and put finger number 5 on the 5th fret. As you can see, I've placed it right there. And we're going to go ahead and pluck that string just like that. Pluck it as many times as you want. This is finger or fret 5 with finger number 4, and the 4 right there at the bottom shows that it's going to be finger number 4. Let's go to our next example right here. We have second string. Okay, so let's go ahead and second string, which is string E right there. And the 3rd fret, okay, so 3rd fret is right there. So we have second string, 3rd fret, E, and finger number 2. Take a look, it says finger number 2 there at the bottom. So once again, 1, 2, that's middle finger, string E, 3rd fret. Let's pluck that. Sounds pretty good. That's the note. Very good. Okay, let's go on to the next example here. It says that we are on we are going to be with the 3rd string, which is string C, there, and it's going to be the 4th fret, number 4, just before the dot, and finger number 3, 1, 2, 3, which is the ring finger. Let's go ahead and put our ring finger there, and press it down. Now when you press down your fingers onto frets, they have to be hard enough and strong enough so that the note actually changes from C to that note right there. Just like that, so the note changes. And the last example now, string 4, which is G, 2nd fret, but right there. And then first finger, index finger. Let's put that down. Let's listen to G first. Bring it down on 2, second fret. And as you can hear, it went up in pitch. And that's how we read tablature on the ukulele. The ukulele tablature will be featured in the book, but we will also, starting on chapter 3, learn proper reading for notation on the staff. Let's go ahead and take a look here. We have a super uke tip. It says here the dots of our uke correspond to the numbers of frets. We have dots on 5, 7, 10. We also have those on 12 and 15 for the tenors or other larger ukes. Here's our first example of reading music. Mary had a border collie. Okay, so let's go ahead and bring this down a little bit so you can see a little better. The first system here, notice there are notes, but we're just going to be reading the tablature there at the bottom. So let's move that up a little bit. Never mind the notes, or we'll just take a quick look to notice that they are supposed to be quarter notes. Let's move that up. All right, so once again, the string on the line itself refers to the fret number, and the number at the bottom refers to the finger number. Now notice that there is a 0 here for 0. The 0 here means that the string is supposed to be played open. This is the second string, which is string E. And when you pluck it, you just pluck it like that. The left hand does not have to hold down any fret. It is open. So that's going to be considered E. And the 0 here also means no finger holding down anything. Okay, so what I'd like to do is identify these strings. And what I'd also like for you to do is remind yourself of what these string names are. So we have G, C, E, A. If you'd like to write that down just as a reminder for yourself, go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead now and identify these note names, okay? So we see here that we have E, D, C, D. And the frets are going to be 0, 2, 0, 2. Notice that they are on strings E and string C. Okay, so we're just using these two middle strings right there. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about how to fret this. Finger number 2, middle finger right there, is going to be the only fret or the only finger, and fret 2 is going to be the only fret. That happens to fall on string C. So let's go ahead and start off by placing finger number 2 and holding it down on that string C, fret 2. Excuse me. Okay, so that's going to be the actual second note, but for the first note we have, excuse me once again, let's remember to hold that thumb right behind the neck so that the fingers are open and clear, and as you heard there, I actually had the flesh of finger number 2 on top of string E, causing it to vibrate or to be muted. And so that's the reason why we don't want to squeeze the neck just like that. Bring it out, bring out the fingers a little bit like this so that the flesh part of the finger does not hold down on any other string when it's not wanting to. Okay, so let's go ahead now and take a look at these notes here. So we have open, 2, open, 2, going to the next measure, open, 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 open. Going now to fret 2 again on string C, open, excuse me, 2, 2, 2, 2. Measure number 4, a little different. It's now saying open 3, 3, 3. String or fret number 3 on string E with finger number 3, which is that one right there. Let's go ahead and place it down there and say open, bring it down to 3, 3, 3, 3. Good job. Let's go ahead and bring it down to the next system here. Okay, so we are practically playing the exact same thing for the first 2 measures. Let's go ahead and bring finger number 2 down once again on string E there. Excuse me, string C, my apologies. String C on fret number 2. Ready? Open, 2, open, 2. Go to string E. Open, 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 back to string C, finger 2 on fret 2, 2, 2, back to E, open, and then 2, open, 2, 3, 4. Now that's just a quick little review. I'm not going to explain too much about the particulars for that, nor am I going to really talk about the finger letters for the right hand. But that's just a little bit about beginning to read notation or tablature for the ukulele. All right, thank you very much for joining me today, and we will see you at next lesson. Bye.